club room. In a luxurious club, there is a meeting going on between highly reputed mafias. Two mafias are sitting in front of each other on a luxurious sofa, they both looking powerful and dangerous, and their hundreds of bodyguards are standing behind them in straight position. They all have extraordinary weapons in their big muscular hands. In two of those people, one is a woman who is wearing a silver mask on her face, and she is wearing a tight black outfit, her boots, and her whole appearance is showing her powerful yet dark angelic aura. Her sparkling big dark brown, which has his cat's eyeliner and smoking eyeshadow, are giving her authoritative yet powerful vibes. Her thick eyelashes are just mesmerizing. She just looks like an eternal beauty, but yet a strong, powerful woman. No one has the guts to just even look at her cause of her dark yet strong gothic aura. Suddenly, she ordered his bodyguards to leave both of them alone, as the same thing that person did, who had a calm yet dangerous aura around him, and he also ordered his bodyguard to guard him from outside of the room. As his and her bodyguard go outside, he gets up and from the sofa, as the woman who has a strong, powerful personality has also got up and come towards him and hug him while removing her face mask. Now we can see her face. She is none other than the Mafia queen. That man who has a dangerous personality also hugged her while caressing her hair in a brotherly manner and said, "Wayan, princess, how you doing?" Mafia queen, Wayan said in a calm yet little happy voice, "Everything is good, Yoongi appa." Yoongi, who is also a powerful mafia, which is none other than Jungkook's Hyung, and his mortal enemy, also he consider Wayan as his real sister. They are not blood related, but Wayan is everything for him. She is his princess. She saved his life in past. While hugging her, Yoongi goes in his past when Wayan saved him for drowning in water. Flashback. Past. Yoongi's POV. That time I'm a teenage boy. I'm not a mafia, that time I'm not that powerful. But still I'm a calm, yet savage person. I'm an orphan boy. But I run away from that orphanage, cause in that orphanage people are not treating the orphan children well. They treat them like they are just cheap and dirty living beings. They treat all of us like we are not even humans. So I ran away from there. I'm running thinking I'm not even worthy of living. I'm hating myself from being all alone on this cruel world. And I hate my parents also cause they leave me all alone here after give birth to me. How can be someone so cruel thinking all of that while running? I come to a beach still running and hating myself. I don't even realize when I come near the water, and without realizing I'm going down and down more into the sea. And in my own dilemma, the water level is above my chest and I feel like drowning, and I come back to my senses and start struggling to get out from the water, but it's too late and I don't know how to swim. In fear, I move my hands and leg to attract someone's attention towards me. But my body is not helping me, so I move my hands up and wave them as high as possible, so someone sees it and saves me. But no one come to save me. But I don't lose hope and start to move my hands and leg in union and try to make my body from the water, but that's not helping at all. And now I feel like I'm drowning. And with all my last strength I try to push myself up, but I drowned in water. But suddenly, with a splash sound, someone jumped into the water and come towards me and held my hand, take me with him. For my eyes open when I'm coughing loudly and some water is coming out of my mouth, and listen an angelic voice saying, "Op, are you okay?" Hearing this, I struggle to open my eyes, take heavy breaths, and look in front of me, seeing a little angelic looking girl who looks like an 11 to 12-year-old girl. She is looking at me with concern in her eyes. In my childhood till this age, I never saw someone concerned for me. I never see what care looks like, but now I know when I look at her face. My own dad abandoned me when I'm just born, but this girl who is just a stranger to me looks at me with concern and care in his eyes. I sat with the help of her and said, while pet her head with my hands, and said, "I'm okay, but who are you? Did you save me?" That girl just nodded her head. Her big eyes are looking so cute. She is so precious and cute. I can't stop my hand and pinch her soft squishy cheeks and say, "Thank you, princess, for saving me." And then out of concern I asked her, "Where's your parents?" "Little girl, my parents are there," saying that she points her hand in her parents' direction and hold my hand in her soft small hands, drag me to them. That day I talked to her parents, and thanks her parents cause how bravely she saved me. That time I'm 15 years old. I asked her parents that can I call her as my sister, and they're just a kind. They not only said I can call her my sister, but they also adopt me after knowing my past, and I can say that they are the best parents in the world. But some days after my adoption, I go out of country for my studies. I go to the USA, but I don't want to spend my adopted parents' money on my studies, so I started working there. But that money which I'm earning is not enough to pay my school fees and rental apartment fees. My parents are supporting by sending me their money, but I don't want to burden myself on them. So I come in contact with Jin Hyung, Moonjun, Jok, Jimin. They are best buddies, and they are making a gang of mafias who gives criminals information to the police and make money. That time I want money, and I don't want to depend on my adopted parents' money. It's not like they don't love me, they love me a lot, but I want to become big man and make them proud. So I also joined them. Our gang is not big that time, but as time passes we become big. After that, send some money to my parents. I know they are well influential and all, but still I want to make them proud. After my studies, when I came back to Korea to meet them, I heard a heart-wrenching news of my parents' suspicious death and my little sister, YN's kidnapped. So I contacted my gang and they told me about it, and I also found out that this was all planned by my father's sister, who also kidnapped my little sister YN, and they also tell me about Jungkook's parents, who is my parents' friends, and their death's mystery. They tell me that they already connected to Jungkook's dad a long time ago. Jungkook's dad told them to always consider Jungkook as his brother, and that time they are also there in the hospital when they got the news of Jungkook's parents' death. They become little to go there, but was to make Jungkook a strongest person in the world, and was to protect him at all cost. I also went there to see my parents after Jungkook left from there. At that time, Jungkook didn't know me, as I said to my gang members to not reveal my identity to him for some reason, that I'm also YN's secret adopted brother, as I never tell anyone about that I'm adopted by YN's parents. Cause I want to kill those damn bastards who kill my parents with my own hands, and without coming in their realization. Some days after, I also met Jungkook, but and became his young, but still kept my identity of being YN's adopted brother hidden. And some days after, I found out where they kept my little princess, and I see her wounds. I became so angry. I want to kill both dad's sister and her daughter Sana, but I stopped myself and calm myself down, thinking I will kill them, but not now. And we started to meet secretly, as her dad's sister kept her in the basement, but we still met in secret. As her dad's sister kept her in the basement, but we still met in secret. And I told her everything about our parents and about Jungkook's parents. She has become so shocked and surprised that how can someone be so cruel and heartless. She vows to avenge our dad's death, but I don't want to push her innocent self in all this, so I told her that she doesn't have to do all this, saying, I'm here to avenge our parents' death. You don't have to come to these cruel shits, princesses. Your brother is still alive here, and you don't have to do anything when I'm here to protect you. But she doesn't listen to me and requests me, but I said to her, no means no, princess. But she again requested me, saying, YN, angrily while crying, and said, Appa, please don't tell me, just sit here and accept all this. I also want to avenge my parents' death and my Kookie's parents' death also, as I always consider them as my godfather and godmother of mine. Please don't stop me, please. After she requests me so many times, still I don't say yes, so she shows me that she is also capable of killing her enemies, but still I don't allow her. So she holds a knife in her hand and puts it in her neck. Look at me with tears and anger in her eyes. YN, while angrily looking at him and had tears in her eyes, said, if you don't let me avenge my parents' death, then I'll kill myself, Appa. I can't live like that in Appa. Why can't you understand this? They are everything to me. How can I not do anything for them? Saying that, she moves the knife neck to her throat. I try to explain everything, but she doesn't listen to me and threatens me that she'll kill herself now if he doesn't listen to her. So I accept her request so she can drop that knife and console her in my arms. She is my everything, and I don't want to lose her at any cost. She is my little sister, my princess. So we make plans so that she shows herself that she is a mentally ill girl, as his dad's sister gives her drugs to make her mentally retarded. So we take advantage of that situation and make a plan of secretly making her a powerful mafia queen. And after our plan became successful, we killed both of that woman and her so-called daughter Sana. Flashback ended. Yoongi's POV. But we still couldn't find our main culprit, so we are now meeting here after ending those so-called auntie and her daughter Sana. We are meeting after 9 months as we both are busy in our mafia business, so we can't meet often. Ended Yoongi's POV. Author's POV. Hearing her answer, Yoongi softly released her from his hug and held her shoulder in his brotherly grip and looked into her eyes and said, "But I feel like you are not happy." YN, it's just I'm missing my mom, dad, and nothing else. After listening to her, Yoongi smiles secretly as he knows his sister very well, and he knows that she is missing her one and only best friend and her one and only love, Jungkook, and said in a mischievous tone, "Are you sure, princess?" saying that he observed his little princess expression and see a red tint come on her face when she heard Jungkook's name. But YN don't say anything, just nodded her head in response, saying she is just missing her mom, dad. After listening her response, Yoongi's expression little change as he again said, "What about Barbados? Should we kill him now?" Listening that YN's shy expression suddenly, and now her face is showing anger, and she looked at Yoongi with a smirk on her face and said, "Not now, Appa. We kill him mercilessly, but not now. It's not the right time to kill him. I want to make him more comfortable and weak, then we attack him on his weakness where he can't even breathe properly, and then we torture him again and again, but not kill him straight. We make him beg for mercy, but I don't give him. I will show him how it feels when you lost your favorite persons in your life. I want to show how it feels when you become an orphan. When you want to kill that person who stole your happiness and love of your life," saying that she chuckled bitterly, yet darkly, while looking at Yoongi, and Yoongi also smirked devilishly after listening her words and feeling proud of his upbringing and said, "I'm proud of you, my Princess Earth, Mafia Queen," saying that he shake his hand with her while dangerously smiling. Suddenly they hear firing sounds as they both get up from the sofa swiftly, holding their guns in their hand, come in shooting position. YN wear her sliver mask swiftly. At that moment their bodyguards rushed in to secure their bosses, and YN's female bodyguard Rhea said, "Queen Jungkook and his gang attack us, and they kill almost everyone and trying to come in. We can't stop him there anymore, please, let's go out from backside." But Yoongi stopped YN and said, "You don't want to see him, princess, why? Why are you doing this, when you also love him and dying here to see him?" YN, rushing to backside of the room with her bodyguard and said, "Appa, it's not right time to show him my face. Please understand it." Yoongi looked at her and said, "Okay, princess, but you can meet him without showing your face if you want. He is dying to meet you, and he is here to attack, because I stop him for finding you." They are still talking and rushing out from backside with their trusted bodyguards. Suddenly, they listen firing sound near them, and a voice stopped them. That voice is none other than Jungkook's voice. "Hyung, stop there. You can't always hide yourself from me. I shoot you him if you don't listen to me." Yoongi turn around with his bodyguards and signal them to down their guns when he see Jungkook put his bullet on his best friend Yoon's head. Yoongi shouts at him angrily, saying, "Leave him, Jungkook. He don't do anything, don't drag him in our rivalry." Jungkook pouted cutely and pushed his gun more into Yoon's head and said, Nah, Hyung, you make me do this, and now you are shouting at me, That's not fair," saying that his expressions become damn cold, and he said emotionlessly, "I won't leave him until you don't tell me my princess location, and I know that you are the one who is hiding her cause. She is your sister, and you are his adopted brother. Is I'm right, Hyung?" saying that Jungkook smirked while tightly gripping his gun around Yoon's head. YN, who is still here hiding behind the big wall with her trusted bodyguard Rhea, listening all this which is going on. Yoongi. In shock, Yoongi thinks in his mind, how did he knows that all when I never make this information in public? I kept it as a secret, never even tell him Jimin, not even Taeyong. How did he knows it? Not even my mom, dad ever reveal in public that I'm his adopted son. I even told them to not reveal that to anyone when they alive. Thinking all that he said, how do you know that YN is my sister? Jungkook smirking widely and said, Hyung, are you that stupid? Or you think I'm a stupid person? You know very well that I'm Mafia King, so of course I know everything he says, while making a boring face, showing it just a piece of cake for him finding all that information. Suddenly, YN came out from her hideout and in front of Yoongi and turned around and looked towards Jungkook, still wearing her, that showing only her beautiful eyes. Jungkook got stunned after seeing her in front of him. He instantly recognized her eyes, but can't tell who is she.